Yep. Okay. Attempt number 4. Okay. All right, this road used to be walking only, no paved. Oh, let me make sure I lock this bitch up. All right. There's a path up there. All right, I can't tell what I'm looking at. I mean, I can't tell if I'm pointing it at it. 14th Illinois, 25th Indiana of Veach. These regiments in order as above were engaged at 4:30 and assisted in repelling the charge of Pond's brigade. That's right, that's one of the things I completely forgot about. Pond. Wow. It's kind of a good spot already. Right off the path. This is already, I mean, I just hardly traveled and I'm already in a good spot. Okay. I remember. Wakey peeky. I didn't need to know. I just asked myself, well, what time did I leave? What time is that? Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Still a decent amount there. Oops. All right. Nobody ever thinks about this. Nobody. I'm not saying nobody. I'm saying I didn't. I'm thinking the last time I was to this marker. Probably 1997. Not sure though, but I think so. It's about 9 a.m. Saturday. Oh, don't start a fire out here. It's all wet. Dry vegetation would be one thing, but this is shit's all wet. I got everything together. I do have the ORs with me. Official records. And clearly the Ponds Brigade would have been at the top of that ridge. I don't know how well you can see it without zooming, but I can see it very well. There's just a little gully and a ridge up there. It's my car. See, I didn't get too far. Also, I guess engaging in the Veach attack. Look how they're pointed in this northerly direction. .430 and repelling a cavalry charge. And an attack by Pond. And retired to the siege guns. That was a little spider up there, and I think I just took his home away. 29th Illinois of Wraith. Okay, this seems like it's a flank fire. Camp of 15th Illinois. Wouldn't I just mention that? Wasn't that the very Beach? Somebody put their monument here, facing pond. 52nd Illinois was held in reserve until 4 p.m. Formed for battle on this line and resisted the attack of the enemy until withdrawn for the night. 23 men killed, 123 men wounded, 9 missing. I might have been one of those 9. Total 155 or 146 men shot, at least. 146 of their men shot. Sweeney, 52nd Illinois. There's bullets whistling around here. I mean, everywhere I go, every marker that I stop at, bullets are whizzing by in both directions. 52nd Illinois. I did bring the map, so I can see if these are paths. They seem to be. Seems in the past I would always forget the map. The new map actually, well, just like the old new maps did, they show the trails. The first maps did not show that, the trails. Okay, this is an inside day, so it gets dark early. That's the trade-off for the cooler temps. Okay, where am I looking? Yeah. To the right, or behind me, there is a trail to a Confederate marker. And the other direction, behind that marker there, where I'm looking, there is a sizable trail. Man, I don't know why I wouldn't. Somebody tell me. I'll go to the one behind me first. Whoop. Ah, my grapes. Grapes got moved over there. Doesn't matter which one this goes in. You know what? Why don't I put this one in a more accessible one, like up here. It's going to be a little curled in there. I don't know, bro. It doesn't fit in there. I don't want to jam it in. Alright. I don't know if it's going to be a pond brigade marker. Seems like it would, or the cavalry they're talking about. Yeah. Seems like it would be towards the Confederate attack that was defended against by the units we were just talking about. That's cool. I'm just coasting. And I put a couple of pedals in. Keep walking back, it looks like, unless I first gear it. Wow. Nice wide trail, too. No roots. He says there's a root popping up. As he says, no roots. That's funny. Oh, there it is. This is secluded. Ponds, 2 regiments. So in echelon they were formed, so one in front of the other is what I gather based on what they're saying. The 18th Louisiana in the front, the Orleans Guard behind them, and the 16th Louisiana behind them. Charged the Union line in their front at 4:30. And were repulsed with heavy loss. They retired to the camp of the 8th Illinois. So right here, they're giving it what they got. Charged. It said charged. Yeah, the sun popping out. Little visited down here, little visited, comparatively, relatively. I'm going the other way on the trail. I'll be walking. That was cool. I basically coasted all the way down here. See, you could mark this to read about later. Read about ponds, 4:30 attack. I mean, yes, I could read about it now. Either way. Well, fall definitely already fell here. This is the anniversary of my first visit. November 22nd, 94. Wild. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that. Rooted in like that. On that little hill. It's not that steep, but I don't mind walking. Thinking about buying that Timothy Smith's Vicksburg book, hardcover. It is $40, but just splurge a little on a trip. If I come back with Tim, it'll, I don't know, it could be in the middle of the winter. Wasn't that long a walk. Just gonna say I haven't not seen a spider web like the ones we saw in October. There's some markers. They're way out there. Second day and first day. Through this. Does it end? Does it keep going after this? Second day, 81st Ohio. W.H.L. Wallace. The left of McClernand's line of battle Monday. 9 a.m. Advance to the southeast corner of Jones Field. I'm just gonna check. Pretty sure we're still going. Dig it into their forehead. You gotta go easy when you put it back on. 81st Ohio, left of McClernand's line. Thirteenth Iowa, Hare's Brigade. While moving from its position near Cavalry Field, became engaged here at about 4:30. Part of the pond attack, or maybe the pond attack. 4:30. Retired in good order. They want you to know. They want you to know they do not run. Ugh. Sorry, I was trying to adjust it on my head. I don't know how I felt such a hollowness last night. I mean, I didn't want to come out here, but maybe if I would have, it would have changed it. I don't know. Even to go to well-lit up Shiloh Church area. All right, let's check that map. Stay up there. No trail there. This is a quick way to look, though. Mm-hmm. Looking for marker 470. Oh. It's landing on my forehead. That's a long old path. Gates here at 4:30. I just rode between the lines. 5th Tennessee, 23rd Tennessee, 24th Tennessee of Claiborne. 4:30. Afterwards, advanced until checked by the field artillery and gunboats. And this is the end of that trail, and this is really way out there. I'll take stills of this, but I'm gonna have to put it in the shot. Totally covered the numbers, so I just have to trust. It's going, it's going. Tennesseans, Claiborne. I don't know what part of Tennessee they were from. They came up from this direction. The ghosts of them, or the images of them, or the remembrances of them came right up to here and formed their battle line and were engaged with, was it the 13th Iowa? Up there. Maybe good to come back in the spring or March. But they would have had leaves on the ground for them, but not as many. All right, let's put it back on. I'll put it on up there. All right. But this is just, I mean, I have to mark it. I was going to try to put the camera down, but I was not fond of my general appearance on the last video that I looked at from yesterday. So, put the sunglasses in there. Get the water too. At least I had breakfast. Yeah, I was determined to just leave first thing in the morning without even hitting the battlefield again. On the anniversary, I didn't think about that. But it is 30, oh, if it was 30, but it was 31 years ago this very day. Oops, that shit was open. 31 years ago today, my first time here. And trust me, I did not hit this spot. Definitely not. First time I hit this spot? Jesus, I've probably only hit this spot twice. Maybe 3. I mean, I wish there was a fucking Akashic record on it. Actually feels like a little warmth in the air. A breeze would be appreciated, of which there is not one. The weather's perfect, actually. Every marker on the map denotes a point of contact between two sets of Americans that were shooting at each other. I wish I had like a remote where I could zoom and unzoom, and on that remote you'd be able to see what it's looking at, but that's like too much equipment for trying to pare it down. This is the earth, you know. The trees don't know. These trees don't know or care what happened that day, or do they feel a sense of the lingering spirit, or is it only because people keep coming here? Well, the trees are alive. There's a realness to the trees. Remember, the word tree is just something we have put on it. Everything you see, the labels we put on it, if you strip those away, you just see living things. Here I go. Oh, he's just stoned. Well, that and the other way of seeing things is not right. Just seeing the labels is kind of a very dead way of seeing things. Oh, there's blue skies. Oh, that's nice. That I really like. The all gray yesterday was okay for a minute, but today's Saturday. I have tomorrow too. Tomorrow the plan was to leave, just before, maybe like at 3. Maybe I will do that. I almost bailed the fuck out of here. Shiloh. Thank you, Tim, for the use of the bike. Do some stills from all these tomorrow later. Send the pictures to Tim. So quiet out here. So quiet. I'm gonna go to Lost Field and see if I can see those 2 hugging trees. If they're still there. Yeah. This one I'm on right now could be an extensively long trail if I loop all the way around through Jones Field, hitting everything in Jones Field, which is a lot. Oh, sorry. And then down Sherman Road, and then back up. That'd be a nice loop, though, to remember. Oh. It's fucking awesome out here. Part of me wishes I had a little bottle of rum and coke, but not a good idea. The weed's enough. We are really in the middle of nowhere on this trail right here. If I see another person, I would be absolutely stunned. Of course, if I say that, I'm like looking for one. Anything is possible, of course. I'm right here, 470, closer to Stacy Field. No, yeah, Stacy Field would be off to my right, and the park road that way. What I just talked about was going all this back to the car. Right now, I did my due diligence and did that nice little trail. I did not find 193 yet. And there's another one. A little bitty. I remember walking through there. I swear it was for the first time. Was it alone the first time? And I was like, whoa. When you come up on Cavalry Field, anytime you come up on a field that's just surrounded by woods that you didn't know was there. I mean, no road, no nothing. It's really cool. Okay, well, let's continue. This is a nice place to rest and contemplate good things. I could look up the ORs. Let's try it. Zip. Where's the big zip? Probably the penny got lost. How do I find it? Claiborne. I don't have a big report. 580. As pertains to this part of the battle. Hmm. 23rd, 5th, 24th. I found the 5th and 24th Tennessee and 15th Arkansas halted under the brow of an abrupt hill. Maybe like down there. I think we're on a little hill here. They're all down there. The 2nd Tennessee had suffered so severely in the morning it had to be moved back to reform. Moving forward, immediately after, I lost sight of it, and it did not connect itself with my brigade anymore during the fight. On reaching the ground, I ordered an immediate advance. It was delayed, however, by one of our own batteries firing across the line of my intended advance. As soon as I succeeded in stopping this fire, I sent out skirmishers and pushed directly forward. The 23rd Tennessee, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Neal, came up at this juncture and advanced with me. After moving forward about half a mile, I was fired on by the enemy again, my skirmishers driven in, and soon my main body, except the 15th Arkansas, was heavily engaged. This engagement lasted half an hour when the enemy gave way. They afterwards advanced until checked by the fire of the field artillery. So the Union does pull out here, like he says. My men were out of ammunition. Owing to the nature of the ground, my ammunition wagons could not follow, so I had to send a strong fatigue party back, and the men carried boxes of ammunition on their shoulders up and down the steep hills for more than a mile. As soon as supplied with ammunition, I again advanced and continued to move forward until checked by a heavy fire of artillery from the enemy's field artillery and gunboats. They're just quoting his report on this marker. It's awesome. When this firing ceased, I again advanced until halted by an aide of General Beauregard, who informed me we were not to approach nearer to the river. It was now dark, so I returned and encamped in one of the enemy's encampments near the Bark Road. It rained heavily during the night. Every 15 minutes, the enemy threw 2 shells from his gunboats, some of which burst close around my men, banishing sleep from the eyes of a few, but falling chiefly among their own wounded, who were strewn thickly between my camp and the river. History records few instances of more reckless humanity than this. Damn. Wow. Okay, so that was Patrick Cleburne, the great Patrick Cleburne's report for demise at Franklin, November 30th. Almost exactly 2 years, not exactly 2 years after. I'm in November, not them. 2.5 years after this, in many battles. Very interesting. And who was up there fighting this 15th Illinois? Is there a way to look that up? H.I. Illinois 15th. Give me the main report, 222. It's 14th Illinois. 15th Illinois, William Cam. That's a short report from Mr. Cam. All right, we're moving. The little splinter trails off of Cavalry Road. Oh, poked by a stick. My shin. befuddled by cookies. Oh, and grabbed by a tree again. Flat ground. Thirteenth Iowa, 81st Ohio. God. See a marker over there. I didn't see it before. Right? That's the one I said I hadn't seen yet. This is the way. Second day, 53rd Ohio. Attached temporarily to Marsh, temporarily to Marsh's command. 9 a.m. April 7th. It was already a battlefield the day before. This is the one I almost missed, and if I didn't get turned around right there on the bike, I wound up facing it directly. I might have missed it completely, because the trail cutting in is very small. Interesting. Okay. So 53rd Ohio's attack on the second day. I see the bike, otherwise it's like, let's go straight. This trail is, wherever it is in disrepair. Some water, man. All right. So I got a wall. Yeah, I would have missed that one most likely. Oh, there's a bigger trail. Huh. How did I not see it on the way down, though? I was riding the bike. I missed it completely. It'd be cool to edit in that moment, but it's not gonna happen. Wow. Almost feel lost. Oh, good. There's the monument. For a second there, I swear, I felt lost. I rode all the way down. That was cool. Big mushroom. Oh no, it's on my photograph journey. I think. Obviously, I hit all those. I have a sort of memory of being up here. McAllister's battery, second day. 3 guns, 4 p.m. on the 7th. No. On the 6th, twice. 4 p.m. at the 6th with 3 guns, 7th, 9 a.m. Wow. Pardon me. Oh, the trail keeps going. 13th Iowa, 4:30. Cavalry charge. What the hey, man? Just ignore this cannon that's just sitting here. You notice? Actual Civil War cannon. Boy, it's tough to find the zippers quickly sometimes. The map needs to be more accessible. burial ground. And then there's still the Cavalry field. I don't know why you're acting like. Get some water, dude. Good. Go ahead. This is the road of treasures. Historical treasures, dude. I can see it from here. Oh, I sure do. Oh. Bumpy bump. "15th Illinois, aforementioned." Need to look up how many men were buried here. Then moved, of course, to the cemetery. Oh, shit. Cavalry charge. Wharton's Texas Rangers. 4 p.m. Was repulsed and then retired. Wow, that's why it's Cavalry Field. Yeah, I discovered this by myself and then I was excited to show it to Ray. Sun. Beautiful sunny day. Dude, the thoughts you're having. Cavalry Field, dude. I might have gone all the way up there. No, I had the map back then. Second day. .46 Illinois V, second day. 9 a.m. April 7th. Just under the ledge of, under the ledge here, he kind of dipped down. Good protection as the bullets whizzing around you. Somewhere out there there's a Confederate marker for shooting at these guys. There's a lot of nighttime is to occupy with is the issue. A lot of nighttime. Well, it wasn't no diagonal, what it's been more time in the grass, but it's downhill here. It's a one-way street. Tillman Branch. That's it. Oh, that was a good shot. I want to be able to sing like I used to. You're coming up Tillman Branch Ravine, by the way. It's good for you, just don't overdo it. It's flat once I get up there. I could take these pants off, stuff them in the bag. I got the bike shorts on. There it is. The Jonas Field. The mythical Jones Field. Itchy. All right. Get on the beach. McAllister's Battery and all those regiments. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go straight down the road. I don't know. I'm not exactly in rugged biker shape here. Sad to say. But, you know, I want to take these shorts and these pants off. A lot of keys are in there. Put them in the bag. These are heavy sweatpants. Zip that fucker closed. Zip that fucker closed. Zip this shit open. That helps. Never forget I changed into full biker shorts. Sadly, fat guy in biker shorts at McAllister's Second Day Monument at the edge of Jones Field. '46th, Illinois, 10 a.m., April 7th. Campsite. '13th, Iowa. A hole in the ground for something. Oh, here comes an actual vehicle. Let them keep going. It's like one old lady. Yeah, there may have been a trail just there that I overlooked. Second day, speaking of overlooked, second day completely overlooked. I'm gonna be self-conscious about these shorts. I should. Two words you should never say, ever shoulda. But I should have worn these shorts over these. The second date line, see it? Going all the way to the road. Jones Field. All the way to the top there. The second layer of Jones Field on the other side of that gully. Jones Field is big. A lot of ant hills. It's warm now. Markers everywhere this first day. That whole line there's all first day. You can see that's where the damn line was. That is awesome. Sherman and McClernand's line. All the way, look. All the way. It's a big long line of all different troops. The longest shot I got. Look sharper. Oh, look down the line. You're on the line on day 2. Lauman's Brigade, 31st and 44th Indy. Uh-huh. Oh, 10 a.m. April 7th, look. Look at the ridge line. Confederates would have to be right at the top for them to see them. Okay, Lauman, 17th, 25th Kentucky, 44th, 31st Indy. Survivors. Illinois, 10 a.m. Again, I'm saying the Confederates have to be right at the top there, basically where the Union markers are facing the other way the day before. "31 years ago today." Did I even come to Jones Field? I don't even think I came to Jones Field. I don't recall. It was just a few hours and then I headed back, I think. Oh, Missourians. 12th Illinois, 13th Missouri. W.H.O. Wallace MacArthur's brigade, 10 a.m. Advanced from this position and engaged the enemy that was sheltered behind a breastwork of logs in Marsh's brigade camp. So advance from here because you can't see shit from here. Okay, so they advance to the top. Well, you know my question. Yeah, this has to be the epically long video. I charged the phone. Battle marker's way up there by the headquarters. Yeah, they can't see shit from here. Buckland. 10 a.m. Advanced 600 yards, 12 a.m. Was engaged in the exact place where the 70th was engaged the day before. Interesting. They were like, what are the odds of that, right? Man's Battery, Missouri Battery. 3 guns, 10 a.m. On a depression of ground? I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going all the way up there. I ain't going up there. Some shade to get some more water. Should have brought 2 bottles, huh? Should have, no. Not the word should have. It's the Highway 22 that they put in whenever, 1960s, maybe. Okay, found the red zipper. Dude. Yeah. I'll just put it down. Alright, good. Good spot here too, everywhere's a good spot. Doritos truck. I mean, I'm pretty sheltered right here, except from the road, but I would just be a small dot to them. Willard's Battery, 3 guns, 10 a.m. This is a 10 a.m. battle line across Jones Field. I'm gonna try to understand the second day more. Parrott rifle, right? Thompson's, Indiana. I think they opened the fight at the top where the entrance is. Oh, they moved up to here now. From 10 to 1. Blam, blam, 6 guns. Fuck. Imagine you fought yesterday and all day and you did not expect the counterattack with all this force. There's the Union line. Second day. '54th Ohio, 55th Illinois, Stewart, that's right. 10 a.m. They advanced to the left of the 3rd Division. Fucking 3rd Division. Oh, Lew Wallace. Boy, that is one dirty monument. Oh, marker. Thurber's battery. This battery with 5 guns was engaged here from 10 to 1. Missouri battery, and nobody cleans this shit. Well, Thurber, you deserve better. Battery eye. I can't see. It's on my head good, but I can't tell. Alright, we're still going. Alright, keep going. Alright. Water is good, changing into the no pants is good. Seldom visited, relatively. It'd be awesome if there was a number of people who stood in front of this and read it in a year compared to the ones in the sunken road, quote unquote. One to 100th, 1 to 1,000th. Alright, now our first day. And you see the whole line. I'm about to walk this whole first day line. It's funny. Not funny, haha. McAllister's again. God, they were everywhere. 3 24-pound howitzers from 2 p.m. to 2:30, April 6th. Yeah, man. If you're gonna get into any aspect of the battle, I would say the Jonesfield Federal Right in the afternoon, or even just all day, Federal Right. Could ride this, but walking is nice. The grass has a lot of little stiff and bumpy parts. Makes it a little harder than it would look to be. Of course, I have the map on me. What the fuck? Shit, it's just to the highway. Interesting. Unless there's something out there. Interesting. Oh, faked me out for once. Faked my ass out. '43rd Illinois, 11:30 a.m. April 6th. Advanced fighting 600 yards. 2 p.m. fell back to this place and then retired to Savannah Road. Fucking hole in the ground. Prairie dog hole. Okay, that is a marker down there. Red second day, red second day. All right. These are the guys fighting against that circular. The rest of them are just under the brow, like those guns. Cool. All right, take your time. I don't know why I feel like I'm in a hurry. This is going to be 10 a.m. second day. Dang it. Russell's Brigade. 10 a.m. to 11. Right here, man. The other side of the line. Down there. I'm walking the line, second day, 10 a.m. Russell, I know they fought in the Shiloh church sector, and I think the bike fell against the marker. That has to explain that sound. (33rd) Tennessee of Stuart Polk's Corps. 10 until 10. Considering going back the way I came, but Woods Brigade, 650 men of these regiments were engaged here at 10:30. Battery in the distance there. I walked the line, that's the Union line, just under the brow. Pretty protected actually. Well, there's the road right there. Beware, or wary. "46th Illinois Beach, 11:30, advanced fighting 200 yards. 1 p.m. retired to camp, so 11:30 on the first day, 10 o'clock on the second day." Sunny. There are 2 separate lines the first day. Wraith, 1749, 11:30 to 2. Do a little U. And break it up into 2 parts maybe. Instead of one giant long one, I don't know. I'm gonna take it out of the thing now. Yeah, tell him out. Okay, 151. Interesting. All right. End of part 1. I'm gonna check my battery status. Came out of there. All right, end of part 1. Let me pause it.